Hi guys, I'm Tyron Edwards from Varsity College Sandton, and I'll be discussing the 9 elements of digital citizenship with you guys today. Number 1 is digital access. With technology changing at a rapid rate, we see more and more people who get to access the digital world. By accessing the digital world, we also create what we call a digital divide. Some people have access to the digital world and some do not. Some people have access to it but have little to no knowledge regarding the accessing. Countries that are more developed than others in terms of infrastructure will be more knowledgeable and aware what's out there for them to use. People in townships barely have electricity to charge their digital devices, never mind access the internet. The cost of data is so high that people in the townships will struggle to afford it, where people in Sandton may be able to afford it. Number 2 is digital literacy. What is digital literacy? It is to be able to use technology to communicate both technical and cognitive skills. Some of the skills you may need is to understand the different formats that are out there to use, but also how to use each one. You should also be able to use the variety of formats and how to access specific information you require. You need to understand the formats and the responsibility using each of them, as they may have a different rule setting. Number 3 is digital communication. We'll be discussing the etiquette, the format, and media fluency. What is digital communication? It is the electronic exchange of communication involving a sender and a receiver to encode and decode information. Some of the etiquettes of digital communication are: using all caps in a phrase or statement generally refers to shouting or importance. Titles and headings of a subject or topic are emphasized to attract a person's attention and inform the viewer about the information that they are about to receive. Sticking to the topic is important in digital communications, as you don't want to confuse or give the viewer irrelevant information that will lead to miscommunication. Examples of digital communication formats are emails, blogs, messages, and etc. Media fluency. The leverage process has 2 sections: the message, which is the content and the outcome, and the second one, the media, which is the audience, the availability, and the criteria. Number 4 is digital etiquette. With the advancement of technology, our online behavior has changed drastically. Digital etiquette is a basic set of rules that should be followed to ensure internet safety for all of the different users. Basically, it is like good behavior for online platforms, otherwise known as netiquette. Digital rights and responsibility. Every country has its own Bill of Rights, and most countries must incorporate their digital rights into law. Some countries may not use Facebook or WhatsApp, for an example. It is also seen as privileges and freedom of speech to digital users. With every right, there is a responsibility. When we use the internet, we should improve society and not affect it negatively. If you share a photo, for example, it is fine. But if other people are in it, you need to get their right to post it. Lots of businesses use internet for their businesses and need to ensure whatever they post is accurate, and if it is inaccurate, they may face the consequences. When you buy products online, the company is not allowed to share your bank details, for example. That is their responsibility. When using When using the internet for educational purposes, you need to ensure you reference the person's work. That is your right and your responsibility. Digital law. What is digital law? It is a responsibility for your actions, whether it's right or wrong. Ethical issues, copyright and infringement, privacy and security, values and perception, and pornography are examples. We are often signing privacy agreements where we are using social media and we don't even read what they have said. We could be agreeing to things we should not be. We complain about companies that call us, offering us their services. Where do they get our contact details from? We could be giving it away when signing these documents. Employees' details within a workplace should be kept a secret in the digital network. So we have company details with us and we may not share it. Digital security. The general public are experiencing harassment, bullying, identity theft, stalking, and so on. This may happen because society are not aware of what could happen should you use these apps and websites. People are not all up to standard when it comes to digital skills. Some of these issues affect people and it can lead to harm, to physical harm and psychological. This can lead to depression as well. Digital fraud and crime. With digital fraud and crime, I experienced when the bank called me and asked me for some of my details. I gave them my details and it appeared to be people hacking me, and the next minute I looked and all the money was out of my account. This is a prime example of it. Number 8, digital health and wellness. Our dependence on technology is increasing more and more. Is this good for us? With people who sit in front of a computer all day, for example, are damaging their eyes as well as creating a bad posture. Some companies are forcing employees to stand and work. The easiest thing to do when you are at work and you are hungry is to order food. This is causing obesity, and people can just order food by a click of a finger. People nowadays are becoming addicted to social platforms, which is not good for our health. Digital commerce. E-commerce is just becoming a part of the evolution. Small businesses now have the opportunity to compete with big businesses to create a level playing field. Small businesses now use the e-commerce channel to provide a platform for transactions to take place just as big businesses does. In the past, small businesses could not operate with big businesses, but with the change that has taken place through digital commerce, they can now. Thank you for listening to me.